May the 2nd, my UK tour continues in Liverpool. Let's talk property, super networking, huge amounts of education. Do not miss out. £10 a ticket. I'll see you in Liverpool. So, weekly gang. It is the end of the month roundup on the Midlands projects. And I have to jump that first because the team don't want to do it. Do you want to take it first, Phil?
No, it's on.
Okay, that was safe. We all thought that there was going to be some kind of problem. Can we get upstairs? We can get upstairs, can't we? In this one. Yep. Ah.
You'll be fine.
Be fine where? There's nails everywhere. What do you mean? What's the matter?
What's the matter?
I'm a safety. I've got no hard hat. I've got no helmet on. Guys, 3-bedroom house in Handsworth Wood. Contract is 50,000. It's actually 48,000. We put a little bit of contingency in. £48,000, back to brick, and we have the strip out, the ceiling down. We have the ground's been excavated. If you look down there, can you see it? That is because we know that the extension at the front has got some structural issues. Now, it could have been covered up, so we are actually fixing it because that's what you should do. You don't want to sell a property onto somebody else with problems like that and cover things up. So that's being done. This one here now, we paid £10,000 deposit out of the 50, which is a little bit unusual for us, but the contractor is somebody that has got nearly £800,000 worth of work going on with us on other projects. So it's not an issue. He's not going to run off anywhere. He's in Barbados right now. He actually really is in Barbados right now. We've literally just come off the phone to him on the way down here. But every month now, at the end of every month, the last week, I'm going to travel the country and go around to all of my projects like I used to. I took my eye off the ball a little bit because I've got this guy who needs a little bit of relief as well, actually, because he's having a baby. He's just got engaged.
It's nothing to do with that. I need relief anyway.
So we're going round. Today is the end of the week, and I just want to make sure that everything's okay because I'm back. I'm definitely back.
We're going to lift this beam so we can get more light in there.
Okay.
So we've had the structural guy said that we can lift
Yep.
part of that. So it'll be wider, obviously the kitchen. Chimney's coming out. Walls are all coming out.
Yep.
We're going to have pillar.
What's the cost of this?
Cost of the excavation?
Yeah.
I think it's coming at about 4 to 5.
Okay.
We're going to excavate and then obviously have the concrete footings.
Okay.
The gas meter's being moved outside. Cadence have already given us a quote of I think about £800 for that, £700 to £800. So,
Yep.
So that's got to go outside because obviously when they extended the house, they just left the gas meter where it was. That would have been in the front of the house.
Yep.
It needs to go out there.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. So that and also likewise.
I don't mind that, but that's an extra cost, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I knew that when we first came in. Everything else okay?
They got rid of the wasp nest.
Yeah, there's 2 wasp nests in here. There's one there and there's one upstairs as well in the loft. It's gone now. You happy where he's at?
Yeah,
Or do you think he's behind?
We're just waiting on steels.
Okay.
So you know, once the steel arrives, they'll fill this in and they'll get all the steels.
See, I think this is behind, personally.
It should be propped
Where's your iPad?
in the car.
Just make a note.
It's coming out now.
Just make a note, because I actually genuinely think this is behind schedule. So the only thing, from what I am being told needs doing, is that. Well, I've looked at the diary and the only times that render can be done is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. But I'm being told that this house is done. I can get Duna in here to shoot the video, which I've been waiting for a month.
Yep.
And that's it.
We need to remove all the floor covering.
Yep.
Have the whole place cleaned down.
Yep.
The painter's literally going to come in for the day and just touch up the skirting boards because they've all been prepped for it.
Okay.
He doesn't want to do it while there's so much dust in here.
Yep.
So he's I mean, if
No,
we
but
go
I know
down-
that's like mine. Is it done?
Yes, yeah. So
Okay.
the only thing is that, and he wants to see all the kitchens, but again, once the cleaners have been in. So yeah, complete, and obviously clean all the windows down, clean it all down.
So I can film a video on this once that render's done. Okay. And Dan has said that he's going to swap over from building the media studios
To this.
to this.
Yes.
Because he's building a new one on top of the one that I've just had built.
Yep.
Okay.
I need to speak to.
Have we instructed the? Do I know what I'm doing? This? Are we selling it? Are we keeping it? What am I doing? Are we selling it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. What kind of, where's the negativity come from?
There's not.
So what do you mean, thank God then? Well, listen, you chose to individually manage trades on this one, not me, you.
Yeah, that's because I threw my toys out of the pram on one day.
Exactly. And then look what happened.
What happened?
Yes.
Exactly. So.
You sacked the contractor. I didn't.
For being a property developer.
Yes. The one thing about being a property developer is council tax bills consistently, always having them. So just got to make sure we keep on top of it. We have a team in the office that deals with all of our admin stuff. Keep on top of your council tax because that's the one that bites you in the arse all the time. Electric and gas, still got to do them, but they're not the ones that bite you in the arse. We've just had a report come back from our lenders on a property that we're buying in Sutton Coldfield, and there was a crack on the wall that raised a few concerns. TT went and viewed the property as well, and he mentioned this crack. We've just got our valuation back from our lenders, and they have highlighted the issue with the crack. They've asked us to get a structural report done just so they can have a professional opinion on it. So Tom is literally reading through the notes now. I'm presuming with that kind of crack it's going to be level 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty so too.
Okay, guys, this is what a level 3 structural survey is. Signed,
Sealed.
delivered.
Finally. Cost us an absolute fortune. We've got to spend an absolute fortune on steel. We've got to dig in metre sections.
Pour the concrete in metre sections, get them signed off in individual parts.
Yep.
So if we look at it from here, it's about 8-9 metres. So it's 3 weeks extra of work just to put the 9 in.
Yep.
All because, guys, this was built incorrectly.
Look, there's no footing. It's just built on the dirt.
So because that's built incorrectly, it's ended up costing me and Isabella probably another 15-20 grand. And there's nothing we can do about it. Was it the eggshell principle?
Yeah, it's called the eggshell principle.
Yeah, it's like, I never heard that before,
So
to be
if you
fair.
build next to anyone else's house, you have to obviously treat it with the eggshell principle.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter how that was built or when it was built, it's built.
Our structural engineer and architect actually filled us in on that eggshell principle because we'd never heard of that.
It's legal precedent. And the only other option we had here, apart from this beam system, was to pile the ground, which would have cost.
In excess of 25 grand, 30 grand. So, no. Right, where are we at? What's going on now? Because obviously work can continue.
Work is continuing. The plant has been ordered, ready to start the dig on the side. So yeah, we can start on the side as soon as the side's built up. A bit like down the road.
Has he got the steels for all these walls? Have they been ordered?
They've been ordered, yeah. So
Okay.
he's just hanging fire until the side's built, and then he'll start dismantling the inside.
Okay. So on this one, we're probably what, 3 months behind? 2.5?
2 months behind, yeah.
Sorry, longer than 2 months though.
No, we stood still for about 8 weeks because we have got the roof on.
Yeah, so
We've got rubber
you go
on.
imagine, we stood still for 8 weeks and then we still got another 2 weeks before he comes because he's in Barbados.
10.
So it's 2.5 months behind on this.
We are in a decent position with the extension side of it here because the roof's on, lanterns are ready to drop in, windows are ready to go in. The windows have all been ordered, steels have all been ordered. So once we get that side extension up, it will fly.
Can you tint the windows so I don't see the state of that garden?
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's like a big open space. It's like a plane.
yeah. A plane can land there, there's no trees anymore. Hello,
Hi Stephen, it's Matt from West Brom.
how you doing, you okay? How many people are in the actual area where you sit before the game?
So what is actually in the suite?
Yes.
So in total for the Tony Brown, we have 63 people in there.
Okay.
Most of them are seasonal members, so there is a chance that some of them might not turn up.
Yep.
But I'm just conscious because we've only got six places remaining.
Yep.
For match-to-match bookings.
Okay.
So I thought I'd just get in touch with you first, just to make sure if it's something that you wanted to book.
Okay, I'll have a look at your email now, and literally, if you call me back in 10 minutes, I'll let you know.
No worries, Steve.
Thank you.
I'll give you a call back in 10 minutes.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. Bye.
So, you just heard me and Isabella are getting a box at our beloved West Bromwich Albion for next season. Cruz's first season, hopefully in the Premier League, if we make the playoffs. But we're going to get a box, and something I've wanted to do my whole life. I've always wanted a box at West Bromwich Albion. Always, always, always. And now I'm financially in a position that I can do it. I'm going to do it, so I'm excited. You'll see a lot of that next season, actually. Guys, some of the rubbish has been moved. And yes, I did receive a comment on YouTube. And if you look at the last weekly, you'll see what the comment was, and you will see my reply as well.
So because of the curvature of the road,
Yep.
we've built our building square,
Yep.
which leaves a slight gap, which goes to 0. We're going to put a render board over and render up. You won't see what
Yeah.
There's no. You want the room to be square because the roof has to be square. The gas meter's being moved to here, or potentially
On the other side. Yep. I'd rather have the gas meter over there.
Personally, I would too.
So that's where I want the gas meter put, please. Also, guys, another thing, we're going to have to replace the roof on the left-hand side. We was only going to replace the tiles, but it looks like now we're going to have to replace the whole thing because the purlins are twisted. So we're going to go and check ourselves now, have a look, and make a decision whether I want to spend that money and do it, or can we not do it. But either way, roofs are costing me a fortune. Start to finish,
6 months.
they're aiming for 5/6.
Yep.
If they go to 7, it's still quick.
Yep.
I think they
7
when did they
months
start this?
They started this in January.
Started it in January. We're in April, end of April now. The double story is nearly up. The single story rear is up.
The roof's been built.
The whole house will be watertight in the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
And then basically it's just inside, which should take 10 weeks.
Yep.
So yeah, it could be one of the quickest ones we've ever done. Yeah, I'm excited. And it's nice to see it like this as well, where the open plan, I can see what's going on, I can look at the floor plan, I know where things are, I get a better understanding of the space when I see it like this.
So you see these blocks that have been built here that have closed the opening. If you come round this side, the reason that we've actually had to build these blocks out is for the worktop depth, because the kitchen runs along that wall. So we need the depth for the work surface. So this would have been more open, but obviously you don't want your work surface and an M panel protruding into your lounge. You want it to be square and level.
So when's the next drawdown on this,
Not yet.
roughly?
Probably 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the windows have been ordered, but obviously on delivery they have to be. The next drawdown is for the window package,
Okay.
because all the steel package has gone in, the roofing, the building. So yeah, it'll be the window package next, which will watertight it.
Okay. Guys, keep on top of your stage payments. It's very important, because if you overpay, it's going to cost you at the end, because the builder usually runs off because they don't have the funds. But what?
Chimneys are gone.
Yeah, no. I did see it when I walked through the door.
I didn't know.
Guys, chimney breasts are gone. That's what he's happy about. Guys, listen. Common sense. Apply some common sense. Now, builders. I have some fantastic builders. I have some not so fantastic builders. But you know, if you apply common sense, and people are like, I want to go and check on the project every week. I want to check on the project every single day. Guys, Monday is not the day to check on your projects, because a lot of builders like to sniff something called cocaine. And a lot of builders like to drink a lot of alcohol. And on Monday, they are not feeling the greatest from their weekend adventures. So when you come on site on Monday, they get very shitty. Builders love you on a Friday because they only do half a day usually, and they're getting ready to go out on their adventures, as I've just said. So common sense tells you, come and see your builder on a Thursday and Friday. They'll be more receptive to you, more happy, and if you're coming on a Monday, be prepared to have a fight because the come down is quite big. I'm smiling, yes. I am smiling. I do like it. I love that.
I love these windows.
Yeah. So guys, these windows actually was originally going to be there, and then we hired them because we need 2 radiators in this room to keep it warm. I'm going to put one there and one there. We was going to just have one in the center, but we don't feel like it's enough in here because this is huge. I don't know whether the camera picks it up correctly, but it's absolutely massive. The skylight lantern is incredible. The windows are in half of the front, and if you come this way and you look up through there, the 2 shower rooms en suites are now separated with the windows. Guys, can you see all the pipes, all the electrics? First fix of the central heating, first fix of the electrics is underway. Yeah, we're flying with this one. This one's incredible. We did have a little bit of an issue.
Next week.
Sorry,
we
you go.
Board. First fix electrical, plumbing will be completed this week. Obviously, it's quite late in the day now, that's why there's no one working here. But yeah, so electrical first fix and plumbing will be completed this week. The boards get delivered next week. They can start boarding out. So obviously, by the end of next week, we should have some sort of. It'll start taking shape. I mean, I think it already has, but some people can't see it yet.
Yeah, when you do this more often, you'll understand that we are there now. This is the exciting stage now. This is where things are going to happen. But we did notice something. And in here, there's some bolts that are there that look like they've been replaced. So, if you zoom in on that, you can see the bolts, and you can see the thread coming through the bolt on that side. When they put these goalpost systems up, they actually run out of them bolts, and they had ones where it hadn't gone through, so it wouldn't have passed. But when we spoke to the builder, they was like, Steve, they're just there till tomorrow, till the other bolts come. And lo and behold, the bolts are here and they're in. I was going to show the ones, but we ain't got them now, so we're not going to be able to find a picture on Instagram or YouTube or anything because nobody would show stuff like that. But yeah, everything's going great with this one. I'm happy. Back at the offices, and I have something to show you guys before you watch a video. Look at my new media studio, or whatever you want to call it. Incredible. Absolutely amazing. It's not finished yet. We have different sets. So we have a set that way, which you can see. Then we have a set there. Then we have a set here, which I will make America great again. Yeah, something like that. That's there. And then here is my dream big podcast studio for all my education. That's this corner here. There are 2 desks that go here, which are these here. They have just been painted and they're having TV screens on the front as well. And then here, across this wall, we're having the exact same thing built again, all the way along with different studios. So now I have a full media production setup in one of my offices, which I can use for Property Circle members, for YouTube. It's not being rented out because people who've been here keep saying to me, oh Steve, can we rent a space? Can we do this? Can we do that? No, it's not being rented out because I'm only using it for us. Spent a lot of money on this. We have all the lights going along the RSJs here. We have multiple camera equipment that we bought that we're setting up in here. It's incredible. It's absolutely amazing. And even over here, if you look at what Duna did, these aren't going to be the seats. These are just prop seats that we've put in. But this is another place where we can do podcasts because it just has every single thing that we need here. Oh, here he is. He nearly broke it. Did you see how he nearly broke it? Just look at my trainers. Kept them clean on site, changed them from my white ones. So yeah, so...
You have a first podcast tomorrow?
Yes, we do have a podcast, don't we? With the famous, or the infamous, what are you, Tej? Infamous? Famous? Yellow or orange? I don't know. First podcast with Tej Talks. First guest on the Dream Big, and then we've got multiple guests. We've got quite a few people coming, actually. We've got Property by Kazi. He's here in 2 weeks, I think. We've got Ranjan Bhattacharya. We've got Andrew Roberts. We've got Charlotte Edwards, because they're all speaking at our Black Tie event on June the 10th. Then we have some really special guests, because we're also doing business, mindset, entrepreneurship. So we have people coming on the podcast who are not actually in property, which is really cool for people in property, because they get to see a different perspective and look at a different mindset from everybody who's trying to build a portfolio or flip houses or deal source and stuff. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm very proud of this. Very, very proud of this, because I had a vision, I drew it on a piece of paper, and then literally it's here now. 5 days later. It took 5 days to build this. Yeah, he's done a great job, and he's literally doing all that side. So yeah, I'm excited, I'm happy. Now, I'm about to watch the 11 Luxury Estates second listing, which will be live on Rightmove in 24 hours. 2 of 8, I think it is. So yeah, let me have a look at this, and then I'll catch up with you after I've watched that. That is why
We are the best and we can sell houses.
Yeah, that is why we are the best, because we are the best at what we do. Nobody markets a property like that. Who does shit like that in today's luxury estates? Homes under the hammer aren't that good. Yeah, he don't know what he's talking about. He's comparing luxury estates to homes under the hammer. Lost his head. So he has the keys.
I couldn't stop smiling at all.
Literally, she was like saying, "Oh, Steve, can you fill out the form? Can you sign the book and stuff?" And he was like this. And everybody in there was looking at him, because the smile was massive. It's been a long time coming now.
Yep. First key collection of many.
From a text message, or was it a WhatsApp you sent me first? And I called you, didn't I?
Yeah.
And we spoke. Was that about 2 years ago? 18 months?
It's about 18 months.
And then it turned into, I just want someone to mentor me. Then it turned into more than mentoring, it's friendship. We're actually very good friends. And now joint venture partners. And the joint venture's crazy as well, how it happened, because we had no plans to joint venture. It was because their property that they was buying in Wales fell through, and he just looked very sad.
Yep.
But now, let's go and find out how bad this house is, because it was awful. Protection is one of the most important things in life, and I'm protecting myself from this. Also, guys, look how I've gone in. He's put gloves on, and look at this guy.
Optimistic.
Do you have the key? Would you like to open the door? I'm acting like I'm letting him do it because it's his first ever key collection. It's because I don't know what's behind the door.
Bill, come and get this toilet brush.
Oh. Oh. Guys, that is not an overreaction either. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, nah, I can't. I really can't. Look at Phil. I can't do it. Oh my God. Oh, that smell. Oh man, that's bad. Oh. Phil, go on.
No, I'm alright, mate.
Show them. I know I have come dressed like this, but honestly guys, I'm not just doing it for banter. Seriously, it is that bad. And I'm going home to a son that spent 2 weeks in hospital because he had, well, I say he had, they suspected he had some kind of infection. So coming around things like this and then me going home, I have to be super careful. Fucking hell. Definitely, probably the worst house I've ever been in, ever. Honestly, that's probably the worst house I've ever been in. It's really bad. We've opened all the windows now. We're going to get the strip out team in here next week. Phil, you're even doing this. It is bad, isn't it? Yeah. The smell was horrendous. But you know what? We've got it now. And yeah, this is what it is. Rush hour property? It means do some rush hour shit on it. How is the back garden?
Better than the house.
He can't help it, can he? There's a pond here. So, key collection. Not the greatest house, as in it's very sad for what we can see, but a great house. Super profit involved in this if it's done correctly. This building is definitely being knocked down to the right of me because it's bugging the shit out of me. But I'm super proud because Rocky and Matt, two mentor students of mine and Isabella's, they've been around us for 18 months, Rocky has. Matt's been around about a year, just over. And to be able to be in a position where they've JV'd with us to buy this property, and the fact that I was able to do it and Isabella was able to do it on the day when their other house was like falling through because it just didn't make sense and the numbers wasn't right, you could see how sad they actually was. And now, look at the smile on his face, is unbelievable. He collected the keys. Yes, it's in our company and, you know, JV partners, however it works. He collected the keys. It's a shame Matt in here. Matt, you should have took the day off work for this because this is a massive milestone. But either way, next week when you come down, we'll do it all over again. I will probably still wear the same suit. I will still have gloves on. And yeah, it's a good feeling. I feel good. I feel very happy. Back in the office, Friday, it's late. I'm about to shoot some content for the channel. Lots more education. The whole studio is all set up. All of the LED lights change colour. Every section has its own remote control for the LEDs. And if you look over here, sorry, TT, we're having another one built, which is going to replicate the one that's at my Colmore Row offices, where, got that in it, all the screens are behind, and I'm actually having a desk made that is super cool. The desk is like Manny Koshbin's. It's a stealth fighter jet desk. They'll start building that tomorrow. So it's going to be really cool, this side. And then we also have that side, but I'll show you all that side once it's built properly. So yeah, look at that. Even the desks have the LEDs around the front, which are pretty cool. I'm excited.